Hi guys, so good evening and welcome back to my magical world. It's me, Frostbite, your favorite celebrity here in the Philippines. So I just came back from the wedding. Yeah.
Hello, billionaire.
So I just wanted to thank all the people that participated and those who were invited and those who are also uninvited, because they always have excess people when when a certain event is, especially if it's a wedding, diba? There are excess people, but it's okay. It's not like I'm mad. No, you are all welcome, but there's no but. Okay, you are all welcome. So I just wanted to personally thank all of you. Syempre although hindi tayo ready sa mga bagay-bagay, we have to be ready. So ako, hindi naman ako yung coordinator, but you can be a last minute coordinator when certain things happen. So ayan. So ano ba? Yun lang naman. Let's go back to reading. Siguro I'm just, thankful that I believe it is a successful, kasi there are just few people that are there. So yung mga bisita pag no na nagkakahiyaan pa. But to really think, I've noticed when you really go to a wedding, especially if it's a wedding, or siguro yung binyag, di ba, medyo kakilala mo. But if it's a wedding, di ba, there are strangers all around and you basically don't know everybody else. So, nagkakahiyaan sila. Parang hindi nila alam na hindi naman din sila mga close. I mean, dapat hindi ka masyadong mahiya kasi basically, kahit yung mga family, if you think they are close, they are not really close. They are close, but not to the point that, are we understanding each other? Basta yun na guys, huwag na tayong makimarites doon. Napansin ko lang. But anyways, I just wanted to thank God for, it's tapos na siya yung event. Nakakapagod siya guys. Nakakapagod yung mga event. I know there are some of you which are always doing events, so it's tiring. Like I can see the so yeah, I'm back. I just have a taste of some ulam. Because you know it very well, diba? When you are the coordinator, when you are the last minute coordinator, you can't really eat at the wedding. You're running errands here and there, doing this and that, and all of it. So, ayan. Hindi ako nabusog guys. Actually, I'm so tired. Ayan. But, anyways, huwag na natin isipin masyado. The important thing is I can rest tomorrow. But yeah, I'm still learning to do everything alone. Anyways, let's continue reading. We are on to page 137 and 140 of the book Mastery. Relax lang kayo guys. We're not rushing. So on this non-verbal level, it is interesting to observe how people behave around those in positions of power and authority. They will tend to reveal an anxiety, a resentment, or a sycophantic falseness that betrays something essential about their psychological makeup. Something that goes back to their childhoods and that can be read in their body language. Okay? So when you drop your defense mechanisms and pay deep attention to others, you will need to lower your guard and open yourself up their influence as well. But as long as your emotions and empathy are directed outward, you will be able to detach yourself when necessary and analyze what you have gleaned. Are you okay, guys? Because I'm not. So, yan. Ano ba yan? Ba't ba ito nandito? So, resist the temptation to interpret what they say or do as somehow implicitly involving you. This will cause you to turn your thoughts inward and close off the immediacy of the connection. As an exercise, after you have known people for a while, try to imagine that you are experiencing the world from their point of view, placing yourself in their circumstances and feeling what they feel. So, konti lang yung mga gumagawa nito eh. I believe most people nowadays, hindi naman most, siguro half of it, or maybe I don't know really the percentage, but marami na ngayon yung remorse, wala na silang remorse. Diba? So, they don't really have empathy to other human being, which is so sad. Kasi, diba? What I learned, like, recently, is that when there is someone that is asking your help, that is the only time that you can lend your help. Okay? But, there are also times that you cannot actually help, certain people because you are interfering their karma or the things that they have to go through in order to evolve as a human being. So watch out also. So also be careful of those kind of how you are actually practicing your generosity when it comes to people. Kasi you really have to be smart enough, your discernment. Kasi it's not really easy for a lot of people to know that hindi naman lahat ganun kagaling when it comes to choosing whose or which people are in need of help that you need to be helping out. Okay? Basta pag kinailangan ng tulong, if kaya naman, 'di ba? Always give them that kind of help. Or kung hindi kaya, in your own little ways, right? So, kumbaga, hindi mo man sila mabigyan ng full help. At least somehow you can alleviate their problems or, their overthinking of how they are going to overcome struggles and challenges. Continue. Look for any common emotional experiences, a trauma or difficulty you've had, for instance, that resembles in some way what they are going through. Relieving a part of that emotion can help you begin the identifying process. The goal is not to literally inhabit their mind, which is impossible, but to practice your empathic powers and gain a more realistic appraisal of their worldview. Being able to place yourself to any degree in the mindset of others is a brilliant means of loosening up your own thought process, which will tend to get locked into certain ways of seeing things. Ayan. So, your ability to empathize with others is related to the creative process of feeling your way into the subject you are studying. This intuitive form of reading people becomes more effective and accurate the more you use it, but it is best to combine it with other more conscious forms of observation. Alam mo, I think sobrang galing the way some people are handling, they can actually read. Personally, I can read, intentions, the energy in the room. other people's motives and intention. But as my nature, as my kind nature, tinitingnan ko pa rin at how they are, going to treat other people. Kasi pagdating sa akin, they always treat me well naman. Most of the time. Even those bad people, they treat me well. They treat me, good. Pero, I'm always observing on how they actually treat other people. Kasi, di ba, I'm a Sagittarius, so I'm logical. I don't like, ayoko yung may mga agrabyado. Right? So, ayan. Continue. For instance, you should take particular note of people's actions and decisions. Your goal is to figure out the hidden motives behind them, which will often revolve around power. People will say all kinds of things about their motives and intentions. They are used to dressing things up with words. And masyadong maraming magagaling sa yung sinasabi nilang sweet talker. This comes from men and women out there. Careful, especially those who have strong Libra placements, So, yan. So, their actions, however, say much more about their character, about what is going on underneath the surface. If they present a harmless front but have acted aggressively on several occasions, give the knowledge of that aggression much greater weight than the surface they present. In a similar vein, you should take special note of how people respond to stressful situations. Often, the mask they wear in public falls off in the heat of the moment. So, certain circumstances and situations always, you'll then realize what kind of humans or what kind of a person you are talking into. Kasi eventually, they will be facing, power play. And you'll definitely know if they are the kind of people that will be good for you or not. When looking for cues to observe, you should be sensitive to any kind of extreme behavior on their part. For instance, a blustery front, an overly friendly manner, a constant penchant for the jokes. You'll often notice that they were like this, a mask to hide the opposite, to distract others from the truth. They are blustery because they are inwardly very insecure. They are overly friendly because they are secretly ambitious and aggressive. Or they joke to hide a mean-spiritedness. This is so true, guys. Like, ulitin ko lang kasi ang dami kong kakilalang ganito. Like, they are blustery because they are inwardly very insecure. Diba? They are over-friendly because they are secretly ambitious and aggressive. Or they joke to hide a mean-spirited. Diba? Sometimes an enemy hides as a friend. Right? So they always befriend you, get closer to you. And they are actually, sometimes that's a huge copycat. Diba? That's why you really need to be careful of people. Okay. So in general, you are reading and decoding every possible sign, including the clothes they wear and the organized or disorganized nature of their workspace. The choice of mate or partner can be quite eloquent too, particularly if it seems slightly inconsistent with the character they try to project. In these choices, they can reveal unmet needs from childhood, a desire for power and control, a low self-image, and other qualities that normally seek to disguise what might seem like small issues, chronically being late, insufficient attention to detail, not returning any favors on your part, are signs of something deeper about their character. They are These are patterns you must pay attention to. Nothing is too small to notice. So, yan. You must avoid the common mistakes of making judgment based on your initial impressions of people. Pero, may kasabihan kasi tayo guys na first impression last. Diba? So, make a good impression always. Diba? Especially if you are in a new environment, new kinds of people, people that you haven't, the kind of people that you haven't associated your, associated, associated yourself with. Okay? Ba yan? Kakain lang ako ng cake eh. Such impressions can sometimes tell you something, but more often they are misleading. There are several reasons for this. In your initial encounter, you tend to be nervous, less open, and more inward. You are not really paying attention. Furthermore, people have trained themselves to appear a certain way. They have a persona they use in public that acts like a second skin to protect them. The celebrity, diba? So unless you're incredibly perceptive, you will tend to make the mask for the reality. For instance, the man you judge to be so powerful and assertive may be merely masking his fears and may have far less power than you first imagined. Often it is the quiet ones, those who give out less at first glance, who hide greater depths, and who secretly wield greater power. What you want is a picture of a person's character over time, which will give you a far more accurate sense of their true character than any first impression could. So restrain yourself from the natural tendency to judge right away and let the passing months reveal more and more about who people are as you get better at reading them. It takes years for me to trust you. Diba? Personally. Years. If it's gonna be my, how I certainly judge. Kaya pag umabot ka sa akin ng years, feel privileged. This involves all kinds of relationships, So in the end, your goal is to identify and pierce through to what makes people unique, to understand the character and values that lie at their cores. The more you the more so the more you can fathom about people's past and their way of thinking about things, the more deeply you can enter into their spirit. In this way, you will be able to understand their motivations, foresee their actions, and recognize how best to win them to your side. You will no longer be operating in the dark. You will encounter thousands of various individuals in your life, and the ability to see them as they are will prove invaluable. Keep in mind, however, that people are in a state of continual flux. You must not let your ideas about them harden into a set impression. You are continually observing and bringing you readings of them up to date. So people are changing, right? So one time, I don't know, why are they like that? Because I don't change. I'm still like this. I'm just kidding, guys. I don't know why sometimes it's an abrupt change. Like, we can't really imagine what the fuck actually why sometimes, when we wanted to ask why, but maybe there are things that that don't have answers. Okay, so we're done, guys. With our sessions for tonight. I'm gonna be, we'll see you again tomorrow, and thank you guys for listening. Thank you for helping me make this world a better place for all of us and for the future generation. You subscribe to my channel, okay? because I'll always be here for you from, you know, I'll be consistent as AF. as as AF. No, and I'll be here for you guys always, you know. For tonight, we need more rest and more food. So ayan, saka na tayo mag-chika ng ano, other things. Okay?